Probably doing a lot of ironing.
Yes, a lot of laundry.
A lot of laundry. So Erica knows that I actually love to iron. This is a Rowenta, which is the creme de la creme when it comes to iron brands. You probably know that. They're made in Germany.
Right.
They're made precisely and decidedly perfect. It's 1,800 watts of power.
Right.
1,800 watts, why does that matter to you? Because guess what? As a consumer, you can't even get a higher wattage.
Nope,
you have to have your own laundromat in order to get a higher power Rowenta. So first of all, that means the best of the best of the best. And it also has something called a 3D Soleplate. We'll talk to you about that and what that means. But trust me when I say you'll be so excited when you get this home. It's $11.20 on Easy Pay. We actually have two colors.
Yes.
We have a burgundy and we also have the blue.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you that when I got my Rowenta and I learned about vertical steam, I very rarely even iron on a board anymore.
Isn't that the truth?
Yep.
I do the same thing because it works so well and it's so efficient. And like you said, Rachel, this is 1,800 watts, the most you can get by law. So every ounce of power is packed into this Rowenta. It also has a 3D Soleplate, which allows the steam to become trapped between the Soleplate and the fabric to really just help release those wrinkles, because steam is the enemy of wrinkles. So you get results like this that are beautiful in literally half the time, and then you're on your way out the door and getting on with the rest of your day.
So I iron like lots at a time.
Yeah.
I just put on my favorite music and I iron. I find it really peaceful. I love like the instant results. If you're getting this, call us. We're at 1-800-395-1601. We've sent out over 3 million Rowenta items. So Rowenta is our #1 brand of garment care products we have at QVC. You're not paying $107 for this. Nope. You're paying under $56. So what is the savings? Oh, a lot. I did the math here. $51.93 specifically. But what are you doing? Like, can you do this with your iron? What is this?
Well, that's the thing. When you talk about that 1,800 watts, not only is it going to get to your board ironing and make it super quick and easy, but you're also going to be able to vertical steam with this with no spits or drips or, you know, any spots of water on your clothing. So you're protecting your clothing, you're protecting your investment, but it's really two tools in one. So now I can board iron, I can steam if I want to get out the door quick, or sometimes we have things that, you know, we can't iron. You'd never touch a hot iron to a dress like this, but now you can take the Rowenta, steam it. That's because it's that 1,800 watts. This is a professional series of iron that we have, and now you can steam your most delicate fabrics.
Okay, let me tell you why you love it now. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
I know exactly. I'm at work, but I love ironing. Let me tell you why you love it now, because we want to make sure that we're nice and pressed, and because we've got fabrics that are a little bit more difficult in the summer. So we have things like linens, right? And we have things like, you know, cottons that are just kind of stubborn sometimes. The Rowenta makes quick work, and it allows you to walk out the door looking fabulous. If you're spending money on your clothes, why are you going to go out the door looking kind of wrinkled?
Right, for sure. Yeah, take care of your clothes. They're an investment. So not only are you using a great tool that makes it easier and almost fun, if you will, but
it does to me.
It protects your clothing, which is a huge investment. So another reason we love Rowenta and what really sets it apart from other irons that you find out there is just the Soleplate itself. You can see this is one just from a regular iron that we took apart, and you can see it has about 20 holes for steam in it. It's a dull surface, it's pretty tiny, and you can see that compared to this Soleplate and that 3D technology.
First of all, that is like an apartment, and this is like a house. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know what's going on there. This you got at a big box store or the drugstore. You know, tell the truth. Where did you get your iron?
And I had an iron like this in college, you know, and it served its purpose. And when you go to hotel rooms, you find ones like this oftentimes. But what is behind the scenes is really what's important, and this is what tells the story. So this is the steam chamber in a regular iron. That's where what fills with water to create the steam. This is the steam chamber in a Rowenta. So I like to say that's a puddle, that's a pool. It's a huge difference. So that's why with this iron, you get that steam, you get that burst of steam over and over with no recovery time, because it's 1,800 watts, it's the 3D Soleplate, it's that huge steam chamber, and it's just all around a great, great iron.
It's a while supplies last. Yes. I'm going like this because, you know, you're like, okay, what does a while supplies last mean? I love the powerful burst of steam. That's Rachel every day, all day now. And it's awesome horizontal as well.
Right.
This has lots of steam settings.
It does. So you got the variable steam settings. So for whatever fabric, you set it to the fabric that you're doing. There's the 3D Soleplate. What you see there in that pink color, that's to represent the steam getting trapped between the Soleplate and the fabric to really release those wrinkles. An extra large water tank so you can iron and steam longer. Of course, it comes with the auto off feature that we love. But, you know, it's getting to be back to school time, and I'm kind of sad about that. But, you know, a lot of us are going to be ironing uniforms and things like that that just take maybe longer time, the thicker fabrics. You can see what a beautiful job this does and how quickly it gets in and out of all those pleats and really irons both sides at the same time. And that's, again, why people love it, because it just saves time and gives professional results in your own home.
So a couple things that I want you to know. It is a Rowenta. It is made in Germany. You'll see it right on this iron, made in Germany. It is a while supplies last. And if you're like, I don't really know what that is, Rachel, what that means is that we've had a long partnership relationship with Rowenta. Over 3 million have been sold in that time period. And Rowenta is giving us the best. So 1,800 watts of power. There are Rowenta irons that are 1750. There are Rowenta irons that are lower power because 1,800 is the top that you can get by law when it comes to how you iron in your home. Can you have 19 watts of power? Not in your house. You can't. Not as a single person. No, you can have a laundromat and have more power, but you can't at home on your ironing board have more than 1,800 watts of power. So the while supplies last is only here as long as we have the quantity that we got from Rowenta. And this is 5 months of easy pay of $11.20, and it's free shipping and handling. So we know you have an iron at home right now. We know that for a fact. And if you're like, okay, Erica and Rachel, why am I getting this one? The value, the comparable retail on this, because it is the top of the power scale, $107. And a lot of people would pay that if you take care of the garments at your church. If you're somebody who sews a lot, if you're a quilter, Lord knows you always have, you know, the fabric has to be perfectly ironed. If you're somebody who, you know, you take pride in how you look and you're just devoted to ironing, which is kind of how I am. You know, $107 is what the price would be out at retail. We're at $55.98. That is a 51 plus savings, and it costs you nothing to get it home. So you didn't have to drive to a store. This is going to arrive on your doorstep in 7 to 10 days. Why don't you get that little iron that is a little bit, you know, tiny with the little water reservoir? Trade that down. You know, give that to somebody else. Step your iron game up and get an iron that actually is going to make quick work of ironing. And if you hate ironing, isn't that what you want? And if you love ironing, it just makes it better.
It really does. And you can see me just gliding this over the fabric. Literally with Rowenta, all you're doing is taking it for a cruise. I mean, you don't, you know, our grandmothers and mothers used to call it pressing because you literally had to press the fabric or press the irons out of the fabric, wrinkles out of the fabric. Can't talk. But all you do with this is really just, you know, kind of steer it around, and it really does the work for you.
So you know what? Will you do the vertical steam? Because
for sure.
Honestly, what those other little puddle things can't do, they can't vertical steam.
Nope, they really
can't. This is how I quote iron every day.
This is how you get out the door quick, right?
I do this. Literally, this is Rachel at home.
Yeah, let me
I hand whatever I'm doing, and I go like this.
Boom, boom, boom.
And then I'm done, and I put this on and I go. Like I literally don't use my board anymore. And it's fresh. V34571. More than 500 of these are out the door. So Erica, thanks so much.
Thanks, Rachel.
appreciate
Fun
it.
To be here.
I appreciate you being here. So you know what? Coming up in just a little bit, my pick of the show as we're going into fall, that honey-do list is longer. This is customer top rated. It is from Little Giant Ladder, which is, we sold over 500,000 Little Giant Ladders here on QVC because we trust it, you trust it. This is 5 stars. This is how you get those little paint jobs done. You clean, you know, you clean up on top of those ridges that you have because your house is big and tall. This is how you change your batteries and change your lights. 1333 is how you do it safely with Little Giant Ladders. And let you know that we've got the way to get organized in a way that maybe you've never even considered. But